Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone. Today, we continue our work on restoring American leadership in nuclear technology and energy. It's critical to both our economic and national security. Expanding American nuclear energy and increasing deployment of American nuclear technology, both here and abroad, is essential for reducing emissions, providing reliable, affordable, clean energy to Americans, and for building durable economic and strategic relationships around the world. In 1954, Congress established the Atomic Energy Act, which has been foundational to our nuclear leadership for nearly 70 years. Today, the Atomic Energy Act remains a guide to us to build common defense and security and to capture the peaceful benefits of nuclear technology. It states, quote, to make the maximum contribution to the general welfare, to, quote, increase the standard of living and strengthen free competition and private enterprise. This is the policy that has stirred the development of American nuclear leadership, incentivized our innovators, and enabled American industry to lead the world in nuclear energy for more than 40 years. As a result, American innovation in nuclear energy deployment remains the dominant designs around the world. We set the global standard for safety and security that continues to this day. America must continue to lead, especially as our adversaries actively challenge our nuclear leadership. China and Russia seek to dominate emerging nuclear markets and control supply chains for these technologies and for fuels. In recent years, their influence in these markets has grown. Energy and commerce must lead the way to reverse this trend. Fortunately, we know our allies are eager for American nuclear leadership and technology. We saw this on recent visits to the Czech Republic and Poland, nations who have embraced the promise and security of nuclear technologies, seeking American know-how and support. The American nuclear energy is ready to lead, from NuScale, TerraPower, GE Hitachi, X-Energy's small nuclear reactors, to Oklo and Project Pele's microreactors, and the new operating AP1000 reactors at Plant Vogel in Georgia. These are the kinds of innovative technologies that Poland and other U.S. allies are looking for to win the future. In order to restore American leadership and unleash these new technologies, both at home and abroad, there's an urgent need to make sure the licensing, regulation, and oversight of the nuclear industry is predictable and efficient, is risk-informed, performance-based, and protective of health and safety, and serves the foundational policies that Congress has established. This was the clear message from many of the stakeholders who responded to our bipartisan request for information this April. Many of the bills we discussed today reflect an effort to meet the needs expressed by nuclear policy thought leaders. Several bills refocus the Nuclear Regulatory Commission and the Department of Energy to ensure they're carrying out the foundational nuclear policies that have been established by Congress. These bills would update how agencies implement their responsibilities to be sure they will be efficient, predictable, and risk-informed. They'll also ensure that the agencies will not get in the way of innovation and deployment, but instead serve the national interest by providing for the safe, reliable deployment of nuclear energy. Today, we will examine in more detail what these bills will do and discuss how they've been enhanced, how they can be enhanced. And you know, while we may have some differences on some of the legislation with my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I'm hopeful this hearing can help us address those differences and continue the process for developing bipartisan legislation. This is how we win the future, restore American nuclear leadership, strengthen our energy security. So I thank the witnesses, all the witnesses, for being here today, and I yield back.